Hello, happy hobby people. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope you're all doing well out there in internet land. Yes, it's January. I said happy January.
Happy January, everyone.
Yeah, that's the theme of today's show, I guess. I know the last show was in January, but that was Happy New Year. And I do have some things I'm looking forward to at the end of January, a couple of movies that I've been looking forward to all year.
What movie are you looking forward to on Friday, Miranda?
We're going to go see the new Silent Hill movie, Return to Silent Hill, and I am so excited, and I'm really hoping that I'm not alone in the theater.
Are you going on Friday? Are you going on Friday?
Uh-huh. You want to come with?
You already get tickets?
I did, but maybe we could. Talk to me after.
Because I want to see it too.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see it. I'll have to check on it.
Come over. Let's go together.
We'll get you a ticket too, Paul.
I am so excited. I've been following that movie for years. And was waiting for it to finally get distribution. It's like, okay, in January, whatever. And then the Markiplier movie, Iron Lung, is also coming out at the end of January. So we're going to go see that one on the 31st. I'm
that
also
really
excited.
Good.
And
the trailer looks really interesting for it.
It does. Super does. And then Paul was really sweet and got me the Iron Lung game, which I still yet to play. But, video games, it's hard to make time for all of them when you play too much WoW. Yeah, so anyway, with me in the chat down below me, Disembodied Voice will be accompanying me to Silent Hill.
Hello.
And the Flo, Master Painter Flo. I'm going to solo layout. What are you working on?
Hello. I'm working on the Void Dragon.
A Void Dragon.
Oof, your camera's looking rough.
I know. Sorry, we'll come back to it when the resolution's a little better. And then my moderator joining us today, Paul. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
no just have to be when Naomi's on.
Yeah. Well, it depends how hobby chest is as well. Like I said earlier, I was drilling into brick today, so a bunch of brick dust in my lungs. But no, it's evened out. I'm all right. So.
Yeah, no, definitely take it easy. We are in the sick time of year. Knock on wood. I haven't been sick in over a year. So I'm hoping that I just have this good immune system that holds up.
I'm hoping that I got all of it out of my system during the holidays, because
I
was sick during all of that.
Thomas Grable, welcome to the chat. Amazing painter. Jamie Herndon, how's everyone doing? I have a super bad headache. I don't know. Excedrin works for me. I don't know what works for you, Jeremy, but I'm sorry to hear you have a headache. I've had a headache all week, but not the one I can take medicine for. Matthew DeForest, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. We're trying to stay warm here in North Carolina, hoping we don't get ice on Saturday.
Wait a minute. We're talking about movies in the beginning. I think we watched it since the last live show.
Mm-hmm.
We watched Deathstalker, the new Deathstalker.
We did. Right after.
Yeah, Flo and DJ came over for that. And
yes.
It was fantastic.
I love all the props. I love the little eyeball bat thing. It was great. It was a fun movie.
Chat says it's also Matthew's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And I've checked. Yeah, Silent Hill comes out Friday here as well. So there we go.
Oh. Is it actually going to be in the cinema where you are?
Yeah. It's the first showing's at 20 to 12 in the afternoon on Friday.
Are you going to see it?
Oh, yeah, I'll see it. Might just see it then when it's quiet.
It's kind of my favorite game of all time. Outside of the Zelda series, which is just forever in my heart. But Silent Hill 2.
Your favorite game you've never played?
The favorite game I've never played, exactly. I'm way too scared to play Silent Hill, any of the Silent Hill games. But I love the story of Silent Hill 2. It's so brilliantly done, and I'm really hoping that it conveys well to the big screen. Again, the first Silent Hill movie, hot take, I really thought was quite good, all things considered. Has some weird parts, and you can definitely make valid criticisms against it. But as
enjoyable movie
video game adaptation, it's pretty solid, and it absolutely captured the spirit of it. There's definitely valid criticism about why Pyramid Head is in it, given that it's so meaningful in Silent Hill 2. But you know what? You got to take what you can. So I'm really curious to see how it manifests in this movie because it's the same director. So anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I've been following it for years. I was excited to see it. Watched one of the early leaked trailers before color correction, and everyone was judging it really hard. But we'll see.
I did find out a cool Silent Hill fact the other day. Do you know the one Kojima was working on that was going to be called Silent Hills, and then it got cancelled?
Yes.
Konami canned it.
Mm.
Yeah. There was going to be Hideo Kojima doing it. One of the artists on it was working on it was Junji Ito. The Japanese.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
I only just found out. No, the Japanese guy I've sent you where he does hyper detailed like horror manga. It's ridiculously detailed.
Yeah, he's notorious.
Yeah, he was working on it, but then it all got canned. So as to kind of
It's
keep
the same
him
one,
in.
Guillermo del Toro and like Keanu Reeves, or not Keanu Reeves. What's his face? Who plays Daryl Dixon was part of.
Oh,
also, right?
Yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah, he
Yeah, I'm
was
drawing
gonna
a
be
blank
involved.
from Boondock Saints.
Norman Reedus.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah. So because it didn't come about, Junji Ito's in Death Stranding, and I didn't know that either.
Okay.
I didn't know
Very
he was
nice.
in that.
Yeah.
Haven't followed all that stuff.
Yeah,
as
they
much.
like pivoted to Death Stranding after it fell through, I thought.
Yeah. Pivot.
I gotcha. Well,
Oh.
it's exciting.
Thomas Grable says the War Machine January update went live today.
I need
I
to
don't know
re
if
up
I had a
my
chance to look at that.
subscription to that for
Despite
sure.
our War Machine themed thumbnail, we just thought we'd throw a little support that way.
So GW just had their price increase hike. Boyce and I were walking around the other day and we're like, well, GW, they had to make the hard decision to increase their prices again, but it's because of the tariffs. It's not because GW literally increases their prices just every year.
Oh man, they were
Oh,
totally not
only.
gonna. They were not gonna increase their prices this year. They were really like they were looking out for the little guy. They were, really giving a nod to their fans and trying to be, like a good company. And they weren't gonna. And then the tariffs came, and their hand was forced. And GW reluctantly increased their prices this year. Man, they were really not gonna either until just now.
So much hand wringing that happened.
That's right.
Yeah. So.
But they're totally not gonna until the tariffs.
But you know what? You don't get charged tariffs on for now. 3D printing your stuff, but
Yeah.
you might get arrested for it.
All right. So we're
Segue.
leading in, segueing in.
Just before the segue, I did see a comparison, a bit of a video today about the new Kill Team box with the Night Lords.
Yeah.
It did in English money. The previous one with the Space Wolves was 60, I think it was 66 or 68 quid.
Okay.
This Night Lord one is now 88. And they're saying that's quite a jump. And that's saying, is this price increase or is it, yeah. So, all sounds a bit funny,
High rent.
jumping 20 quid, yeah.
And that's for you guys where they are manufacturing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right.
like 3 hours down south from me. Yeah.
Oof. So here we are, Washington State, the Pacific Northwest, actually where Privateer Press
Yes.
was located out of. But yeah, they are supporting or trying to push through a bill right now. Now they're doing it for like, oh no, what if somebody, 3D prints a gun, and so that's bad and evil. We're all terrible, and so they're wanting to add a bill that basically requires all 3D printers sold or even owned in the state of Washington to require a governor, like a handshake, that it has to, basically go online and handshake with a government database before you're allowed to print anything at all. And that's to keep you from printing a gun, of course. This is, we're saving everybody here. But it's interesting because, hey, Jeremy is making us aware of it here. He's already ahead of us.
Yes.
But yeah, and it's like, yeah, despite the fact people literally have been 3D printing guns and gun parts for over a decade. There's guys that have been printing. I remember, before I even moved back to Albuquerque, I was watching a video of a guy who was like 3D printing gun parts, and they would survive several gun shots before they'd start to break apart. And so that was 3D printing technology from 15 years ago, something like that. And so it's like the actual ability to print these things is not new. There's nothing new about it. But when you look at the actual bill, so this is the HB 23, 21, 20, 25, 26, all this stuff. There's a whole session that shows where it is going on here and everything. But let me see here. If I can bring it to the actual, well, I could bring up the actual bill in a minute, but
Okay.
what it is it's a governing bill that will cover all additive or subtractive CNC devices. So 3D printers, laser cutters, CNC machines, like laser engravers, like literally anything that uses that's computer numerically controlled and either adds or takes away from a medium. So all things will fall under this process. And so what it is it will require that there's a handshake that will be required to go from your hardware. And in fact, the bill is even very specific about it not even being something that could be bypassed by, what was the wording? Someone with sufficient technological expertise or something. But it has to be something that is hardwired into your machine.
Yeah, in the firmware.
Yeah, for what I was going to say. Yeah.
That something that can't even be updated. Like it has to require that it connect to the internet before it will print anything, before a single servo motor can activate,
Right.
And so like the problem is it's like, okay, we established this sort of this setup, this connection. And it's like, okay, it's to save everybody from evil guns that are, at least in America, are completely legal, but whatever. It's it's to save everybody from that. But the problem is that once you put this what do you call it, this mechanism in place to require it, these restrictions. Well, it's not just restrictions, but it's the mechanism that requires you to handshake to a government database. Well, then copyright laws are laws too, right? Like those are a thing. I mean, we definitely need to stop people from violating copyright law too, right? I mean, definitely there's not, multi-billion dollar corporations with billions of dollars of lobbying power that could possibly want to add their copyright legislation to the already existing gun control legislation, right? And so once the mechanism's in place to require you to handshake with a government database, well, then it's not just gun parts that go in there. It's anything that could infringe upon intellectual property. And I mean, there will be a fair amount of AI shape recognition technology that will just be making calls onto whether or not what you have looks like a piece that's on the naughty list, And so like, absolutely, like, oh, Disney doesn't like you, infringing on their Star Wars helmets, or, or frankly, Games Workshop is now going to say, I don't know, our AI detection software feels like that's too similar to a Space Marine. You can't print it.
Well, I was going to say it'll probably be about as sophisticated, or eventually as sophisticated as YouTube's copyright program, which is notoriously abused, right?
Yeah, well, it promotes abuse. I mean, we've dealt with. I mean, we've had this channel for 13 years, and it's just like we've seen lots of copyright abuse that the company promotes, that YouTube promotes, and so it would absolutely be along the same lines. Like, if in doubt, if this might look like it infringes copyright, or might look like it's a gun part, or it might look like it's something that. I mean, I think it was a comment somewhere where somebody's making a point that it's like, well, this custom piece you built looks too much like, it fits on a tractor or a car or something, that you're making your own, accessory or piece for like an automobile or whatever. That could infringe upon, not copyright, but why am I blanking? Not trademark, the other one.
Copyright? Trademark and intellectual property.
Patent.
I don't know what you mean.
Patent law.
Patent.
Yeah, that it could violate patent law. I don't know why I was blanking on that word. But it's like suddenly it greatly hamstrings anything you're allowed to do. And the thing is I'm a 3D modeler. Like the vast majority of things I print are things that I modeled. And so now I'm not allowed to print things I model. Well, not until it verifies with the government handshake that will use AI to detect what it is I'm printing first. Not to mention everything you print will absolutely be cataloged, because especially, if it's for the safety of all of us, then they need to have a record so they can go back with newer and more sophisticated software to double check that I wasn't breaking the law 3 years ago.
Yeah, it'll all be saved, because whenever they say it's not kept, it's definitely kept.
That's 100%
Yeah.
kept. That's been a lie since like 9/11. Like, oh, we won't keep that data, and then like literally the Snowden release was like, yeah, they totally kept everything.
Yeah.
What?
Speaking
They
of that,
lied?
It's been a lie since the first guy convinced the first girl to send him a booby pics. No, I won't keep this. I'll totally delete it. Like, if it's gone over the internet, obviously it's kept.
But speaking of patent and kind of, right to repair, as people have been saying in the chat, I saw a recent tech post. BMW have patented a new screw head type, and it's in the shape of the BMW logo. So
Yeah.
it's like 2 quarters are hollow and 2 are filled in. So they say, you'll need to take it to an official BMW dealer, because they're the only one who could take the car apart to fix it.
Wow.
But then it was quickly pointed out, people will just 3D print the screwdriver to open it themselves. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, well, and exactly. That's where you sort of get into some of that mercantilistic nonsense that gets very frustrating. And yeah, so anyway, that's kind of the big news that we had heard about recently.
Well, it's a big news for the wargaming community, because it's only one step away from being violated. Yeah, a retrofitted 1960s CNC keypads. Yeah, I believe. Well, that's the thing, is it's not like it's old stuff is grandfathered in. It's especially if you're a company, because they're pointed at companies as well. You're required to update, right? It's not like you buy an old car that didn't come with seatbelts. You don't have to install seatbelts, because it's just an old car. It's the way it came. So if you're pulled over and you don't have a seatbelt and you're like, this car was not manufactured with one, you can't get a ticket for not having a seatbelt. But if a company is manufacturing cars, they can't say they're doing it based on an old design. They're like, no, you have to. And if their employees are driving older vehicles, it's like, well, too bad. You still have to update the older vehicles with seatbelts. So any company that's using CNC machines, 3D printers, laser engravers, any of that stuff is required by law.
Yeah.
And here, I'll share the other pertinent part that's
oh yeah. The real fun part. We've pushed through, you'll see these people leave the state. Maybe there's a lot of manufacturing in Washington, I think. I don't know how they'll do it. I wonder if they'll add like a subsidy to try and cover that cost or something.
Let's see here. And there you go. There's the PDF. So right here in section 4, every person who violates it for the first offense would be guilty of a misdemeanor. And the second time you use a 3D printer that doesn't have a connection to the government database, you'll suffer a Class C felony. And so then a corporation, trust, or an incorporated association or partnership that violates it, the first time will be, just the first time you do it, you'll be guilty of a Class C felony, punishable by up to 5 years in prison and a fine of up to $15,000. Which, by the way, a corporation, I mean, YouTube channels are a lot of them are corporations for tax purposes, right? Like, just because it says corporation, that doesn't mean big business. That could mean like one person owning a company.
Yeah, exactly.
And so don't be naughty in Washington State, or vote against it.
Well, yeah, vote against it. That's if it goes through. So it's just in the House, not the Senate, and it's in the discussion phase. So,
but now's the time to voice your discontent with this type of legislation going through.
Exercise your citizen voter rights to say no, unless you're somehow down for that. So anyway, yeah, that was that was kind of crazy to come home showing.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, but hackers will really want this. Some hackers will want this to go through, so then they can just get hold of that database of all the stuff and steal
Well,
it.
there's definitely the privacy issue with that, because since good and well everything, if went through, would be logged, then yeah, just imagine how many data breaches do we deal with every day? Like, if you are more than, I don't know, 25, you've had probably at least 3 notifications of your data breach, and how they'll offer you, in America anyway, they'll offer you 1 free year of credit monitoring service or whatever, because it's getting breached all the time. Your medical records, your credit stuff. And yeah, government databases do get hacked. So it's like, it's just more of that crap. It's exhausting. So while I hope it never happens, and I hope you're right, AstroSets, it only doesn't happen if you're actually keeping an eye and monitoring your government. Don't just
Or if you're actually, reading what you're voting for, assuming that goes to a vote.
Well, yeah.
Because a lot of people will just read like the first 1 or 2 lines and be like, oh yeah, no, this just covers, in case people are printing guns. Well, we don't want people to print guns, but they're not reading anything else.
Or
And
even
that's how things like that.
Because I mean, there's nothing else about monitoring what you print or anything else. It gets real vague all of a sudden about the details, and it's like you have to think, just, I don't know, slightly a little bit of forward thinking on your part to go, wait a minute, this could turn
I
out
do not
real
have
bad.
enough faith in humanity for that to be something people do.
Well, but it's part of the reason why we're just kind of bringing it up now, right? Making it aware. It's like, yeah, I mean, if you if you don't want Games Workshop getting real happy about the legislation getting passed in Washington, then now's the time to speak up. Be like, no, we want to 3D print our stuff. Leave us alone.
Yeah, but of course, the first few lines of it will just be, this bill will stop Al Qaeda printing nuclear bombs. Oh my God, I have to vote for this.
Oh my God, we got to vote for it right now. It's like, calm down. Yeah,
this is true. Interesting. Chronic Toast mentions, in Washington, since corporations are people, you can be prosecuted for business-like activities in a personal endeavor if you are engaging in business creative activities.
Oh, interesting.
So anyway, just be aware, be involved, do that citizen thing that we all do. That's as much of a call to action as I'm going to make on it. That's the information. Do what you will with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else has been going on? The year is, in my opinion, already flying by. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's already 3 weeks into the new year. So we've been, Flo's been working on painting up stuff. There's train getting printed. There's train getting sorted. There's all kinds of fun plans in place for Valhalla. We do have some late pledges available a little longer. We're going to close those pretty soon for it, and then yeah, all the fun stuff really begins. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to play so many games of War Machine and some games of 40K and so many games of Bolt Action. It's going to be great.
Yeah, for all you Bolt Action fans out there, like, Valhalla has so much Bolt Action. The Bolt Action guys out there in Utah really bring it. Like, there's so much, like the tables that they bring.
Here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You run a fine campaign, sir, and I'm excited. Oh, and they're doing a Conflict 47 one too, so it's like the zombie fantasy kind of version of it. So I'm here for it. It's just gonna be
Randy's gonna learn about
every day and part of every night. That's how it goes, right?
Yes, it's exactly how those lyrics go.
Yeah. Oh, there's one thing I noticed. Actually, it got mentioned a little last stream, but got sidetracked. I'll send you the Warhammer community link.
Yes.
So the Hero on Black Arts just come out, which I'm going to get. But if you look, check that page on the release of them. Well, this more expanded one. It's Hero on Black Art and the Masters of the Maelstrom, and he's got his crew with him. And
I'll pull it up
clicking
here.
about, yeah.
Sarah, are you bringing it up?
I am.
Yeah.
Pretending I know how this works. Oh,
Technology.
Yeah.
I reject you, cookies.
So if you scroll
New
down,
Year
it's just
preview.
yes, it's under the video. There you go. There you go.
Her and Blackheart and the Masters of the Maelstrom.
Yeah. So I was noticing this is similar to the Titus, the new Titus release, where it's
Yeah.
Titus and all these minions, and now this one's coming out where it's Blackheart and all these minions, and then Naomi reminded us on last stream when the Lion came out, Dark Angels.
Yeah.
I think he had a couple of guys with him. Was it a few? But with this one coming out again, I was thinking, is this going to be kind of a new theme of their releases where they're going to throw the character that everyone wants in a big box of people, and
It's
then
the
way
Entourage
later
edition.
Yeah.
then
yeah,
way
we did
later on, release him on his own type thing.
I could see that.
Gosh, I want to say Celestine was done that way years ago, where
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
little
Gemini,
cribs. Mhm.
Gemini that would come with her, like that was literally the only way you could get them
That's
is
right.
through the box that she was in.
Yeah,
She
I
was
was
a
just thinking about
unit.
having. Yeah, I was just thinking with like 3 releases like this, all kind of close. I was like, is this going to be the theme this year? Because I just want. Well, I do like the guy in the left with the axe, and the surgeon's pretty cool.
Man, add a skull to something, and Paul's just here for it.
Yeah,
Out of skull and a little purple paint, you got yourself a sale.
pretty
I'm
much.
curious about this guy on the top right. Like, what's his deal?
They're called the Enforcer. I've forgotten what.
All I think of is that song
Yeah,
by Snow
oh.
now.
Again, look. No, it's not a Zod. Ah, there you go. A Tyrillian bounty hunter known as the Enforcer. There you go.
Man,
Well,
I'm seeing
okay.
some guy there, Garen the Corpse Master.
Yeah, that's the.
That feels like a position at a mortuary.
I
think
mean,
that's the the surgeon guy, the corpse master one.
yeah.
That was a cool,
Cool
looking
looking mini, actually.
little retinue here.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Big boys. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Oh, wow. He looks deranged.
Yeah, they'll actually put more detail on the face for once.
I am impressed with the facial detail. There you go. There's your boy. Got
Yeah.
some heads hanging off, or one head hanging off him. His shoulders is like a huge skull.
You know what, though? That reminds me of kind of the more classic Games Workshop poses, though, that I like. Dude's just there, got his axe. It's a really cool silhouette. Like I like that
It's
a
a
lot.
powerful pose. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
like jumping up in the air. There you go.
No
Another,
tactical rocks. This guy's got a good one too. Good power pose.
what about a tactical platform?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Like-
okay.
I'm
Yeah, it looks
hanging
like-
at
Number of
you.
those.
it's more of a tactical kiosk.
You know, it looks like right. it's like all of that work so she just so she can have a little thing that holds her book up, right? Is that what those are? Look like books.
Yeah, they're like little controller tablets. You see them in Darktide.
Yeah.
In the Morning Star.
Patty wants to know when the last day for pledging
Yeah.
for Valhalla is.
Oh yeah, Paddy's there.
Is he asking for himself or for a friend?
So that he can talk about it on his show, he's saying.
Oh yeah.
Nice
He can,
weekend. So when's your show? Is it Sunday, Patty? Yeah, these guys are pretty cool. And the
Yeah.
Red Corsair Raiders are the new ones too.
Yeah, a couple of them got firstborn helms, so I immediately liked them.
ooh, yeah, I like those.
I think they've adjusted the eyes because they look angrier. The sculpt with the first ones. Oh, and there's a beaky as well. Of course.
Yeah, the Beakies are the best helmets. Going away from those is probably the greatest mistake Games Workshop ever made.
Dang.
The greatest mistake.
Boys has feelings about these things.
Did I mention I'm not a huge fan of the biggerer Marines?
Primaris, yeah. Oh,
Steroid
definitely hear him
Marines.
tirade on about that.
Paddy says Thursday and Sunday. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Again,
Probably,
the
something
only
like-
reason they did it was to just make you buy new Space Marine models, and it's like all you had to do was just make bigger sculpts, and people would have bought them anyway.
Mhm.
Because that's how gamers work.
Yeah, then they went that weird middle ground with Chaos, where they made Chaos slightly bigger, but not Primaris bigger. It's like, we know this. Don't try and hide it.
Stop it.
Well, it's
That's
like
fair.
they should have just done that with Space Marines. Like, I was excited whenever they were doing the Warhammer 30K models because they were making them bigger. I was like, sweet, I'll just get a bunch of those, and that's what I'll use for my Space Marines. That's awesome. And they're like, no, we got these Primaris guys. And you're like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, I've got a
Lame.
few of
That's
them
what it is.
Heresy Marines. Yeah, just because they're first ones. Yeah.
Firstborn are better.
Gotta love
Yeah.
some good stuff there. Let's see. Does Steamforge have any new stuff coming out? Let me pull that one up.
Oh, and by the way, I was double check after Silent Hill. I double checked. Yeah, Iron Lung is on at my local cinema as well.
Nice.
Hey, I know you were hoping for that.
It's only got 3 shows. Friday, this all 30th of Jan, 31st, and 1st of Feb. There's one screening each day.
So it's interesting because it's like Markiplier's now doing a movie. And it's like, you have YouTubers making movies, which we are doing as well. And and it's like, it's interesting to see how well those are doing in the theater, right? Because you're like, does this
Mhm.
stuff cross over? And I guess the first one that really kind of came out with a big name like that was, I mean, technically, why am I blanking on the name of it? It's the one where it has that little plaster looking hand that you hold on to and then you talk to dead people. What is
Talk to
that
Me.
one? Is
Talk
it just
to Me,
Talk
yeah.
to Me? Yeah, that one was like YouTubers that made a movie. And then I mean, I guess technically even what's his name? The guy that made I forget the name of some of these movies. But it's the one where you turn off the lights and you see the silhouette of the evil person. You turn the lights on,
Lights
it goes
Out.
away. Lights Out.
I would say they're horror movies. Wait, I got you.
Yeah. It's like Flo's got me on this. But it's like he was a YouTuber that came up with a cool idea and then that got picked up. And then the Talk to Me happened. And then it kind of went into the space of like, was it Shelby Oaks, right? With Chris Stuckman, where it's like, no, I am a movie guy on YouTube. And now I'm making a movie because I'm a movie guy. And you're like, oh, okay, well, this is kind of the next like kind of step into it. And that one was not as successful a step, I don't think. The movie wasn't terrible or anything. It
Okay.
just wasn't, I think, what a lot of people were hoping for. And so it's just like, I don't know. Now Markiplier is coming out with this game or this movie based on a game.
Yeah.
And so now I'm real curious to see how it goes. If you've seen the trailer, it actually looks really cool. So I didn't care one way or the other until I saw the trailer and I was like, wait a minute, this actually looks like this might be interesting. And so we're excited to see it. And it's this weekend, right?
The Markiplier one's next weekend. So it's Silent Hill
Oh, next
first,
weekend.
and
Okay.
then next weekend will be the Markiplier movie. So I got my next 2 weeks of movies already ordered, and I couldn't even see the Iron Lung movie the first night it's showing because it actually is sold out here. So
Oh.
we're seeing it the next day on Saturday.
I will
Yeah.
be right back.
Yeah, because he posted a video where it sold out in his hometown. Like the second the tickets went on sale.
Yeah.
Oh,
Every,
imagine.
every showing. Yeah. Which makes me think, oh, there's only 3 showings. I'll have to get one soon.
I suggest you do. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, so I was going to share the stuff going on with Steamforge.
Oh, yeah.
Since that's what's fair. Ba-ba. And they're so nice. They're like, here, these are the new items. Thanks. And some stuff for pre-order. So what do we have here? There's a subscription only, the monthly mini crate, which looks neat, actually.
Matthew says in the chat, Steamforge are re-releasing the Pharaoh on My Mini Factory.
Oh, nice.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. We should.
Yeah, I was just looking at their site on My Mini Factory last night.
Mhm.
And I did not see the Pharaoh there. Let me look again.
Here you go. The official War Machine core book that you can just buy and have a
Ooh.
physical book. I wonder
Nice.
how well that's selling. I hope it is.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the corners don't get bashed in like Trench Crusade.
Oh, I hope not.
So much issue with that one. And then what have we got here? Crucible? Yeah, the Crucible Guard Corps expansion. I know you liked them a lot, right, boys?
Crucible Guard were really cool. I liked the concept of them. They're very, it's like steampunk meets alchemy. And so, yeah, those guys look great.
Yeah,
Those guys are cool.
they look super cool. Oh, it's like the jetpack video that you saw like a couple or year or so
That's
ago,
right.
right? The real life jetpack.
Don't make me pull that video back up. It's the coolest thing ever, and I will own one. Yeah, that guy's great.
He is great. He's awesome. Another jetpack. Can't go wrong.
All right, go back to him.
Yeah,
So they're doing highlights on the lenses, but he looks like he's being bashful,
he does. Just kind of looks like he's giving little like precious moments. I like.
right? Because it's like, I'm sure they're just trying to do specular highlights on the lenses, but it just makes it look like little pupils in his eyeballs.
Jeremy, is there something you don't hate, my friend?
Well, it depends. Is he Kadoran? Because the Crucible Guard was the Lael Resistance. So I imagine many Kadorans would hate them.
Imagine most
Do you hate
Ghidorans
them?
don't care, but the Laelese really hate the Ghidorans on account of Khador. Constant
Well-
invasion.
I want to say that the Crucible Guard was like kind of the heart of any effective resistance against Khador.
Mm.
You know, so
They
there's
were.
that.
They were. That's true.
So do you hate them yet? Now do you hate them?
My Crucible Guard army is waiting to be painted once it gets warmer, and our resin printer can go back out to the garage. Yeah, you probably just don't want that like sitting in your living room, huh?
Just put it in your bedroom and just print stuff.
Just go to sleep. Do it.
Yeah, it'll help you fall asleep. Be fine.
Do I need to officially state I do not endorse that?
Yeah. Like the terrible advice. Ignore him.
This is correct. True
Bad
statement.
fumes.
How much was
Oh,
the
man.
core book in dollars for you?
45.
Yeah. I'm just on the site now to see what it is for me. Yeah, but here it's 35. So
Yeah, it's probably pretty equivalent.
give me a look. Yeah, it's. I've just checked. It is exactly equivalent. Oh, it's pretty cool.
More jetpacks. I don't know. How do people feel about the little clear holders, the little
The
stands?
clear stands.
Yeah.
I'm fine with them. I like it. I like it with if I've seen people get real creative with it, and they'll put wires into the base and then put green stuff and make it where it's like the smoke is just filling the you know what I mean, like shooting them upward and hitting the ground.
You see with this guy.
Yeah, like it's with that. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool. But
kinda
the
like
clear
the clear
stand is
things
an
better.
option. Well, the
Yeah.
clear like if it's motivated like this, then it's like it can be cool. But I think that the clear stands are cleaner. I guess I would say.
Yeah, I like that more so. All right, Jeremy says that the Pharaoh, Gators, Trolls, Scorns, Alamat, any Red Army. So Khador,
I have
obviously.
no idea what that last.
I don't know either.
I don't know what an Alamat is.
I was thinking that I don't actually own any models with them clear sticks. Nothing. All of mine stuff's on the ground. I don't have anything that flies.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say Sisters of Battle, like the
Yeah.
Adeptus Sororitas have those clear sticks too.
Well, and there's various Space Marines that have the jump packs that I think are flying.
What are they? The
Yeah.
Reavers? What are their
I
flying?
don't remember
ones?
what they are. Reavers or Reaper? I think Reavers.
The Reavers are the they're the Primaris with the skull masks. The
Yeah.
Raptors are the flying Chaos ones.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, for Chaos, the
Uh,
Raptors. I know that.
But the only guys I've got with jump packs are the I've totally blanked their names. No, what are the Blood Angels where they have the black armor with the red X when they go nuts?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've totally blanked what
The
they're called.
Red X?
Yeah, that armor's completely
Yeah.
black and they've got a red X, and it's when they've went nuts with the Blood Rage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They've got jump packs, but they're all because they're old firstborn models. They're just on bases. Cool.
Oh, interesting. So the stand is under her arm, or under her armpit, really.
Well, it still might be attached to her jump pack behind
Oh.
her.
Death Company. Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank
Death
you,
Company.
Jeremy.
There you go.
He's like, here, correct everybody.
Totally blanked it.
Jeremy knows.
Jeremy knows what's up.
I should know it's the wallpaper on my PC.
There you go. There's the little structure the Crucible guards are getting. There's always such a rounded look to them. They're sort of like the Votan equivalent, aren't they?
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I guess the Rulix are the Votan equivalent, but yeah, these guys are. It is very rounded, vat-like stuff.
Yeah. Well, looks
I
good.
mean, you know what? The more of this that I can do, like, just tank warfare, right? Let's bring out the little. What is he? The Badger or what's the new Khador tank? But just bring out just tanks. Just have just a tank battle with different factions.
I
I'm
don't
here
hate
for
that. I know people are really excited about this since the last Nova, the Kith card, the Southern Creels starter. So that is definitely a point of excitement. So if you're loving the trolls, which I know Patty does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Bison, thank you, Astro said.
That sniper's
Yeah.
cool as well. Yeah.
He's cool.
It is the Bison.
He's so serious. No, sniper. Let's see, there should be a close up of him here. Guy lobbing some bombs. Look at all these spikes. Ugh. Thomas is like, I've painted so many spikes.
I feel like Flo can boast make the same
You know,
statement.
take
Gosh.
candle.
Yeah.
You know, take candle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's cat-
You know, take candle.
It's great. All right, I like him the most so far. Oh, interesting. So that's mid-throw. And so they have the smoke coming off his wrist as the connection point, but it's a thrown piece.
Oh, I see. That's a very dynamic piece.
Brian, hello. Do they have pygmy trolls? I haven't seen them on this pack, but
Well, we've got our very own
By the way,
pygmy
Miranda?
troll in the chat.
pygmy troll in the chat.
By the way,
Yeah,
Miranda.
it's awesome. Sorry, what?
What's that?
So DJ says that if you want to get in more War Machine games, he's interested in Crucible Guard. The one he was interested in before they changed.
Oh, nice.
Well, better get in on the My Mini Factory thing.
Yeah, I don't know if he's willing to 3D print anything.
Yeah,
For,
I
you
know.
know.
He's that's the 10 on that. Oh, she's neat. Good.
Oh, she is
cardboard.
cool. I like that pose. I like that character a lot.
Yeah,
That one's
solid.
cool. And
And,
honestly, as far as a stick of dynamite, I'd rather them have it in their hand like that than like
yeah.
that mid throw thing.
yeah.
I like the just holding it better. It's a little stronger pose, I
They
think.
do. Okay, well, there you go. They do still have the pygmy trolls. Mr. Exciting.
Yes.
Where's our snipper? Well, that guy just looks like he's about to clean up all the weeds in the front yard.
Yeah.
Ah, there
There
we
we
go.
go.
Yeah. Oh, that guy's great. I love that he has a fox hanging out on his
Same.
shoulder.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Their own little guy they've added. Interesting. Interesting.
Yarp.
Do they have it?
That's
Narp?
right. That was his name.
Yeah, Yarp is his name.
Yeah, I like that one. Leaves a bit
Yeah.
fun to paint on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Thomas, are you getting in on any of those, I wonder? Most of my War Machine is being rebased for other games. Ugh, whatever. You're still gonna play with me at Valhalla.
Who said that? That's a Jeremy post. isn't it?
Jeremy.
Say like you couldn't guess.
Didn't have
Sounds
to
like
look.
something Jeremy would say. Did he post a harumph after it?
Didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
This is the one. Was it Astro? Was that? Was it you saying that you got this piece put together? Should have been a Burrow mug, I know, right? So this is the Azdurak, Herald of Immolation.
And yep, Astro said yep. It's amazing.
Okay, yeah. Those look pretty cool. He's probably the coolest of the new ones. Like Deathjack's way up there. He's classic. Looks super solid. Very spiky and mighty.
Yeah, I like
what they did to
Deathjack.
him. I don't know why he's also standing on a rock. Why is everybody gonna be standing on rocks? But it's fine.
Wait a minute. What's the base size on that? Is he an 80 mil?
80.
Can't do that with him. Okay, nice. And so if that's an 80, look how big he is on the 80.
I know. He's like
that's cool.
overshadowing.
Which he should be. I mean, he's enormous, right? Did Behemoth make it? Did they bring Behemoth from the old game, or is
Yeah.
he,
They gave him
Oh,
wheels,
Yeah.
that's right. They made him
and
handy capable.
I don't know. It's just like
Yeah, because
okay. In fairness, Kidoran legs were always kind of cartoonishly small, but
I mean, they kind of all were. Like Warjack's always had little legs.
I just not really understand the choice to put Behemoth on these big trays. Like if he's already that big, I don't know. Does it give him some advantage?
Johnny Five.
You can now roll over things.
Yeah, he's got
Actually,
the
I'm
Yeah, he says all the Apotheosis Jacks are coming back as 80 mil. And just,
Oh, good.
am I the only one who sees this? He looks like he's playing jump rope. Like, this is what it looks like.
Oh.
I
Yes.
can't I
Yeah.
saw it the first time and I can't unsee it.
Yeah, I'd probably snip them to make them shorter. Yeah, that would be an easy fix, surely. Just cut them shorter so they're not up to the hands.
It even looks like he's kind of leaping.
Wait,
Oh,
scroll
you
up.
guys are neat.
Because he does look like that. Hang on. Does he just have like digitigrade legs, or are those his
Yeah.
feet?
It's
hard to say.
Hip, knee, like, I don't know, base of foot, heel. There you go.
Yeah, I think
I
he
don't
has
know.
digitigrade
That's weird.
legs, is what I think we're looking at. But it looks like he's jumping.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to see what the 80 mil version of Avatar looks like, dude. Avatar's
that'll be
sick.
cool.
It is going to be awesome.
Are they bringing Menoth back yet?
It's coming. I think that was one of the things we discussed last time, that it definitely is coming.
Because I was a big fan of Protectorate. Like, that was my second army.
Woo! $80 for one model. How big
Whoa,
this
he
boy?
is cool.
There's an 80 mil solo. Wow, yeah, he is cool. He's the Lord of the Hunt for Old Umbry. Oof.
$80, huh?
Look at the pack of wolves with
Yeah,
him.
he's
Yeah,
really
The
cool.
Mononoke, like, coloring. Oh,
I'm pretty sure
wow.
I've seen him on. I've seen him.
I seen him.
It was probably on Instagram. I came across a photo of a painted.
There's his backside. That is really, really cool looking model. I mean, I don't know how he's supposed to be equivalent and going up against something like Behemoth, but he's really cool looking.
What Miranda's saying is no one can go against Behemoth. It's impossible.
He has armor-piercing hands. Dang, what all that accoutrement. That's a beautiful, beautiful model. Old Umbry is probably, still in my opinion, the most solid art design they've gotten with the new stuff.
Yeah,
Crucible
but I
Guard
think
is like,
everybody's-
it's cool. It's very much like in the spirit of what was before, because it was cool already. But like Old Umbry's design, I like a lot.
Yeah, it was cool when it was called Circle or Boros.
Well, it's red now. He can't kill behemoths. So, okay, there we go. Mike knows what's up. He's levitating. Although I didn't glue down the bonus puppies because I'll be painting them all separate.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, like these little guys, the one on the here, go back up to it. The one on
Yeah.
the right is a little more clear. The one on the left, I can't tell you where his head even is.
So his head starts here because he's got a little pet bear coming off of him.
Huh.
And then here's his pet bear down here, hanging out.
Oh.
They come with pet bears. The Captain Casimir Morozov. Oh, we got some
Yeah.
cricks coming in. Ooh. Another 80 mil, right? I assume. Is it right? Oh, duh, it's a colossal. It's on 120 mil. How
Ooh.
tall is it? Interesting.
Huh. Okay, side view
About
kind of
12?
explains more.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of those models that doesn't translate to photographs as well as just being there.
I don't
Burrow.
know. It's probably like 180 tall. You reckon? The base is.
Well,
12.
that's 120. So if you
Yeah.
put that on end,
Yeah,
I
And then a
180
half.
is pretty easy.
that.
180.
Yeah, I was thinking a base and a half. A little
that
more.
sounds right to me. War Machine Frozen and Forgotten. Nis? Whoa, I'm not seeing Nis here. Yep, the Nis Hunters of the Dusk Final Hunt by Lanissa Rasil.
They better make a character called the Untouchable Elliot Niss.
I mean, okay, that's the second Dusk Army. Interesting.
Okay. Oh, I liked the Niss. I thought they were actually pretty cool.
Wow.
I had some
Kick-Ass
Nis.
is cool, actually.
Huh. That guy on the
Great.
bottom right, he's cool. He's hanging out, got his huge Nodachi like laying over his shoulder like one of the Seven Samurai.
What, this one?
Yeah. How
Oh, yeah,
long
I
that
think that's
sword
Lanissa
is.
Rasil, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know. Lady, could be that. And then here's the other side, which we've got Orgoth.
All right.
Face
That
of
guy,
Doom.
yeah, frowny face of doom. He's got it figured out. He's got his
Yeah, I've seen those on Instagram. Yeah.
All right, those are looking really solid. And we've got some more Dark Operations, some more Cephalix, which I know a lot of those are printable through My Mini Factory, I believe. That's the 2-player box. Yeah, Patty, it is. So you get
what are the factions in it?
blah, 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 blah. You get Dusk, the second Dusk house, so the Nis versus the Orgoth. Thought I've lost track of it. Here it is. So you'll find 2 opposing command cadres in the form of the Nis Hunters, the Final Hunt, and then the Orgoth Graveborn, led by Anathia, the Imperishable Desolation. These titles, man. So yeah, you get Lanissa Rasil, you get Selena Raphael, and then people I don't know. Boris, you want to answer that one?
I don't know who they are. I know
That's Brian. Yarp. No.
It's the
The
making
post,
movie.
the comment.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, Brian. We are. We're working on something
Oh,
Is
this one's still
fairly low budget, but feature length nonetheless.
Indeed. Never stop, never stopping. War
That's
Machine
right.
Chimera. No, there's all kinds of cool stuff in here, and then I haven't even checked the My Mini Factory stuff. So there you go. War Machine doing all right.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Excited. The book, the freaking rule book is finally out. I'm gonna have to order one in solidarity, considering I kept complaining to have one. I should probably order one. But yeah, it'll come out super fast, right?
Oh, I definitely love having a rule book for it. We should even do a whole review. We'll do a video over it.
Yeah, well, we've got a few
reviewing the
videos we need
rulebook.
to work on of actual
Yes.
reviews. I've got that box of Iron Kingdom stuff that I actually still have to open and look at and get familiar with, because we're playing some Iron Kingdoms at Valhalla, along with the Bolt Action Campaign and the Conflict 47 and the Warhammer and the so much.
Everything.
So
I was
much
thinking that.
things.
Wouldn't the rulebook be cheaper for me to send it to you? possibly.
Should buy you a book also. Maybe. Will that commit you a little bit? Be a guilt? Be like, fine, I'll play it.
I mean, it's hard to beat the 2d6 system they had.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Thomas Grable will run some IK.
Absolutely. He's gonna, and it's awesome because he ran stuff at War Machine Weekend, so he knows what's up. Now, one of the other things that we were talking about, Paul had mentioned, was it just like you in forums or something talking about the sort of the WYSIWYG idea?
Yeah. Oh, well, it was because I was playing Ghost Recon. Yeah. It just kind of popped in my head. Yeah, so kind of a little backstory. I was replaying Ghost Recon Wildlands, and I played it on PS4 back when it released years ago. I had it on PC a while. The PC version added this extra item, optical camo. It makes you invisible like the Predator, so you're essentially just a shimmer wandering about. But then you find out it's purely cosmetic, and it doesn't make it any more stealthy. The enemies just see you exactly the same. Yeah. So, and it was a difficult mission I had to do to unlock it, so I was a tad disappointed. And I don't know, just the next day it popped in my head. Because I kept getting spotted, but I kept seeing myself as invisible. I was like, I've got to remember that I look invisible, not invisible, so it's completely different. And it just triggered a memory when I used to be a kill team in the Warhammer shop, where, because obviously it's all points based back then in the original kill team,
Which is
now
better,
and again,
in my opinion.
yeah, now and again you'd have your opponent say, "Oh, for this game, I know he's got a plasma pistol, but it's just a boulder." I would say, "Oh, I know that's a power axe, but it's actually a power hammer." And it kind of just made us think of that. So, I've got to remember what I'm seeing is the other thing.
So at
And
what point should the limit be, kind of?
Yeah, and then it got us thinking, like, what do you think should be the limit on that? Because you can't just have a whole team with completely different stuff, because it's asking a bit much for your opponent to remember everything.
Oh yeah. No, there's definitely an argument to be made in there. I think it's I remember I don't know why I remember the name Paul Barnett, but he was like the hype man behind
Warhammer?
that Warhammer Online, Warhammer
Warhammer.
Age of Reckoning. But one of the things he had mentioned, right, he kind of brought up this point that I don't remember what iteration Warcraft was at the time, but like, the armor sets, all that stuff were starting to get real crazy. And he had brought up this concept where he was referring to it as just your character's silhouette. And it's like, if somebody sees you off in the distance and you're coming toward them, they should pretty easily be able to tell if you're wearing plate armor or cloth. If you're wearing a robe with a staff, that means you're a magic guy. If you have plate armor, you're a fighty guy. Like, there's certain just shorthand you should just be able to tell just by looking. And it makes me think of that, right? Where it's like, oh, look, my guy's completely invisible. It's like, well, then he should probably be completely invisible, maybe detectable with some things. But if you're portraying him as that, then shouldn't he be that? And that's part of the WYSIWYG idea, right? That your opponent should just be able to look over and see like just what you're doing and not have to try to just, okay, let me remember everything this guy said, what's in his army, all this stuff. It's part of why I liked the cards for War Machine as well, because you can just look over the table and see, oh yeah, okay, all right, that's his ironclad, and his ironclad, okay, he already has 14 points knocked out of it. I get to know that before I'm like, oh, excuse me, can you explain this to me again? And he's like, oh, why are you wondering about my ironclad? It's like, I should just be able to tell by looking, And so with the WYSIWYG, like what you're talking about, I think that's completely reasonable. I think you should just, it's part of the art direction. You know what I mean? Is you should be able to look, and unless it's, the whole point is to be a misdirection. If I understand that, but if it's just to kind of represent it, well, then there's you get into design and everything. There's entire discussions of shape language and all kinds of stuff of like, no, at a glance, you should be able to kind of tell what something is or what it represents.
Mhm.
And I think WYSIWYG is kind of that way. You know, it's like I understand if the guy's like, look, my Space Marine, he's got a melt-a-gun. I'd like him to have a plasma gun,
Yeah.
but you
And
know,
stuff
this
like that, fair enough. Yeah, it's fine. If it's only a few things to remember. But yeah, you can run into it. If someone is trying to change so much, it's like, yeah, it's feeling a bit underhanded here that you're just trying to confuse us, and I'm
Well, yeah.
going to forget what
Look,
they've
there
got.
comes a point where you're like, look, after 3 or 4 things, like I got enough to remember already.
Yeah. Mm.
Well, I mean, with bigger things like weapon loadouts and stuff for tanks, you know, you think easily the 40k tanks. That's a little more obvious and easier to swap out, even though you have to magnetize it. Little dudes, little army dudes, though. It's like, all right, well, here's my las guns, but this one has a plasma. I know it looks like he has a plasma, but I actually give him a melta. Like that type of stuff to keep. It can be a little tough to keep track of.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
wonder
to
how
be
much.
honest.
Hmm.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say at some point you, barring that you borrowed an army or maybe obtained it secondhand, like at some point you should probably commit to what you built it as. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It gets real gamey if not, which is why I will just commit. It's like, well, Melt's gonna be better here. It's like I guess, but my dude's got his plasma gun. That's just what he's got. And
Well,
in
and
all
it's the same-
reality, like, I mean, if you ever read about actual warfare, usually when soldiers come up, you know, I mean, especially World War II stuff, you see a lot of that where they're like, yeah, these guys are just, they've been out in the field for quite a while. They just got what they got, you know? And
Mhm.
so, yeah, like having this, you know, if this guy had a Panzerschreik, that would have made a huge difference, but he forgot to put it in his back pocket, you know, when he headed out, like he just doesn't have it. That's just not what he has. So you're going to have to figure it out with what you got. And to me, that brings a little bit more character to the battle, which I kind of prefer.
I think the only swaps I ever did were pistol swaps between like a bolt pistol or a plasma pistol or a melter
Yeah.
pistol. And it would be literally because it would put us like 1 point over 100. And I'd say, no,
No.
can't afford it. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go down to just a bolt pistol. And then
That's what I tell my opponent, dude, I don't care. Bring your pistol. Like that 1 point isn't going to change the game. And if it does, then wow,
Yeah.
I'll have more fun laughing about that being the case than I care.
Yeah, for real. Well, and
Like
when they changed it for the 10th edition, where it was like it's the same number of points no matter the loadout, that became like everyone started doing all the min max stuff. Where before they were trying to fit into points. So I don't know.
No, it's one of the things I
Magnetizing
really
itself a lot.
liked about War Machine when it came out. It's like, oh no, this is what your unit has, and you're like, well, what if I want to swap it? Well, you can't. That's their field issue. That's what they have, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
it was so
exactly.
easy. You weren't like, oh my gosh, nickel and diming every little. Well, wait a minute, this guy brought a grenade, but that guy didn't. It's like, man, you're fighting a battle with like 80 dudes on the table. There's tanks everywhere, planes flying around. Look, just I don't care if this guy has a bolt pistol instead of a las pistol, you know, just and it's like, no, you just this guy and they would fix it because they would do unit attachments. So like, oh, you can add an HQ. So there's 2 guys that are a little better, you know, that would add on to that. And then, oh, you can actually bring up to 3 special unit guys or special weapon guys. And you're like, cool. I have one painted up to go right in the unit. But the core group just always had what they had. And so it was always WYSIWYG by default.
Yeah.
And I felt like that worked way better.
Yeah, I suppose it's pretty different for Kill Team, I suppose, though, because yeah, of course it doesn't matter on a larger scale. But when I was playing the original Kill Team, yeah, it was like 5 Space Marines versus like 5 Space Marines, or
Well,
Yeah.
well, the original Kill Team was
6
almost
of
more like
those.
a pseudo role playing game because it was so small in scale, like with that skirmish. And
Yeah,
so,
'cause it
yeah,
was-
individual weapon loadouts that does matter more. Yeah.
yeah, and because the other points came in for certain missions at the end, whereby if you hadn't captured like every objective, or people still had, you know, if it was kill the other team entirely and they were still alive, it would delve down to the rules say whoever had the cheaper kill team wins. So,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
and
I
I'd say
remember
that I remember the guy I was playing. I think I had my Death Watch versus his Plague Marines,
Yeah.
and it ended. I said, "Oh well, cheaper team wins. Mine's 99 points. What's yours?" But I'll have to work it out. I said, what do you mean you have to work it out? Why don't you know? Hey, Trevor, mine's 124.
Ah,
That's like, so you're 24 points over. That's a whole Death Guard Marine over.
Yeah, that's huge.
it's like somebody's not playing by the rules.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
Yeah,
the
I was-
upshot to being able to do a list on like your phone or whatever, because it keeps you honest.
Yeah,
But
because I was Death Watch, he was Death Guard. Yeah.
mhm.
Or doing it with cards that are
or
not
cards.
that many points each.
No,
And so
cards
your
are
opponent can just look at what you've got and be like, that's not what that adds up to.
great. See, I wonder if the problem for many agnostic games can be solved. If you have a knight, he needs a sword and a shield and metal armor. A thief needs a pair of daggers and leathers. I mean,
Yeah.
short of there used to be these little toys you could snap on clothing to.
And Polly Pocket, that
I mean, yeah, just Polly Pocket. Mighty
Miranda, they're not
Max,
toys,
that-
they're action figures.
That's right. No, sir, I did not see you play with your toys again, sir. Oh gosh. But at some point, yeah, you're like, no, this is miniatures, it's serious, and then the other part is like, well, now I'm playing with toys, so what? I think we are in such a glutton. We live in such an age of a glutton of miniatures
Oh my
that
god.
you can,
An
especially
embarrassment
with
of
3D
riches.
printing, right? Like you can get anything and everything you want. Well, Naomi was showing us the other day, like stuff that you can sort of modify in the slicing software where you're like, I don't know, do you need to put like a random fish head on the model? Here you go,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can do it. So, Mighty Max the war game. I would be here for it.
Mighty Max. Wow. Guts. The war game.
Yeah.
Which one? Wait. Was it Guts or which one was the one I liked as a kid? Hang on.
Yeah, many agnostic stuff can go too far. Like opponent says, this is a Dire Troll Basher, and it's a brainy Smurf toy from a box of Cheerios. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be know your audience, right? If that's like
Yeah, they were
what they
Guts.
can do, or there's some reason for it. Be a graceful opponent, be a gracious opponent. But some people are just pulling something, and then you can keep that away. Gertz. Oh wow.
Gertz.
Remember one kill team game I had that constantly reminded me opponent. I was playing Chaos, and the only mini I had with lightning claws was the old metal Abaddon, who was little and short then because he was the metal one.
Yeah.
I said,
because everything was little and short in that format.
so I'm putting them down. And I said, right, here's my kill team. It's Chaos, blah blah blah. I said, right, that's me assault marine. I know it's Abaddon, but it's just a marine with lightning claws, right? It's just a marine with lightning claws. He sent his whole team after Abaddon just because it was Abaddon. And he killed him. They said, right, I got your leader. I said, no, I told you
No.
about 4 times. He's just a guy with lightning claws. And I even
didn't.
reminded him during the game when I saw him running towards him. I was like, it's just a guy, remember? Oh, yeah. Right, I'm going to shoot him. Oh, okay.
He thought you were being coy, I bet. It's like, uh-huh. Sure. Oh, I wasn't your leader. Thanks.
Yeah, I
One
wouldn't
of
have
the-
been funny enough.
So I mean that is some WYSIWYG, right?
Mm-hmm.
To be fair.
Thomas mentions one of the reasons it pains me to play against gray plastic and resin models. You can't keep track of what they are. Yeah, no, the paint helps absolutely to identify the models. It's just everybody's in gray. It's like, I don't know, when you shave a room full of dudes bald, right? They all look the same.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's like you watch guys walk into the, I guess the barber shop and in boot camp, they all look different. And then when they walk out, they all look the same. It's like once you shave everyone's head or do the little buzz cut, then it's like I remember my friend he was a cavalry scout, but he was telling me that I was just like, you have no idea how much you associate what someone looks like with their hair.
Yeah.
Once everybody gets their hair shaved, it's just like, oh my god, we all look the same.
Yeah. No, it seems wild. So yeah, with gray plastic, it's like at that point you're really relying on just the silhouette of the model itself. But it's also just, I don't know. It's annoying in the long term. Like, again, be a gracious player. someone's coming in, they have gray, and they're like, look, I just got this together. I'll paint it. If everyone feels like they're trying, I think it's easy to be gracious about it. But if somebody's like, I will never paint this because all I do is, chase the meta. And as soon as this piece isn't the new hotness, I'm not even going to bother with it. Like, there are times when it just becomes unfun for non-miniature reasons, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the easiest solution to that, a quick fix, is just like paint a colored dot on if they're grey plastic and a blank base, just paint a colored dot on the base. So, like, if anyone's got plasma, just put a blue circle on. Like, if anyone's got like boulder, put a gold one on. Just so when they look across and go, all right, I know what people have got. It's a quick fix. Works.
Yeah, that was pretty helpful. Painting
Patty.
names on the bases if you have special dudes. There's some really great accessories I remember for War Machine. They'd be these little rings you'd put up against the base, like maybe a half ring or whatever, and it could keep track of the hit points on a model, especially multi-wound infantry, like things with 5 hit boxes or 8 hit boxes. So I like that a lot too. But also referring to a card. What do you got here, voice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are guts.
Those are good.
playing with those guys. Yeah, they're like a step up from the little green army men.
It's
Like you
any
could almost just
I've
play a
seen.
tabletop war game with those guys because there's different factions. Let me see here. What's the thing on here?
Like HeroClix. There you go. Exactly.
Why is this not going?
It's going.
There it is.
Start zooming in.
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
So there's some of the factions. You had a ninja faction. You had
I've seen
like
those
a
guys.
Green Beret faction. You have a Cadian faction, or not Cadian.
a Catachan.
Catachan faction.
Yeah.
Then these guys were always weird. I can't remember if they had lasers. I don't know. They seem weirdly
Spacesuits?
right. I don't remember
The
if it was
Lethal
that or
Company
flamethrowers or what it was, but they ended up making several others too. But like you just had a faction. Every faction had like a dozen or 20, something like
Yeah.
that, different sculpts. But you would buy them like this, already painted and in a uniform size with the different factions. And it's like it felt so. It's like the very small child gateway toy into miniature wargaming, because it's like you look at it, you're like, I could legitimately design a rule set around just these guys and play a straight up like tabletop game with them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're still going with HeroQuest. Advanced
Yeah, we are.
HeroQuest. I'm sorry. I don't want to.
I wanted HeroQuest and it was advanced.
We're gonna try it. I love watching those old games. Like, I don't know. There's something like warm and comfy about them where you're like, I just want to play this sandbox adventure, and I don't want it to be, I don't know. I don't want it to feel too modern. I want the feeling of it being like
Well, one of
nostalgic.
the things I really liked was that a lot of the older rules were very simple, but
Mhm.
not to be confused with a lack of depth, because there's actually a lot of really interesting creative stuff you could do with it. And it's like they were designed, I think, a little bit more around kind of a universality
Yeah.
instead of now. I think they're designed more around selling this one specific particular model. And so the rules, I think, get very, very specific. Well, this one guy does this one thing, and so this is, you want him for sure. And whereas the other one, they're almost a really, really like proto RPG character design that you could do, because you kind of, in Advanced Hero Quest, you would kind of custom design your dude.
Yeah.
Sounds so nice. Sounds so quaint, I guess.
Simple. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're just hanging out with your friends and it's like, I made the ranger. I'm like, I'm a barbarian or whatever. Like you're picking your archetypes and just having an
Yeah, there's not like a
adventure with your
billion
friends.
things to choose from. Yeah. hmm
Well, and I imagine, even with HeroQuest, there was like the different books of magic Voice was showing me.
Yeah,
And
different schools.
Those were fairly broad, but there were a lot of overlap in the spell types. Like they all kind of had a healing spell and they all kind of had a resurrection spell, but you were doing it a different way. So you
Yeah.
still got sort of some fundamentals. You didn't have to deeply sacrifice to take, a different school of magic.
Well, it wasn't like, I'd love to play like an amethyst, wizard. It's like, well, too bad we need a healer in the party, so you don't get two. It's like, no, they maintain certain core, I don't know what core functions, so that you could, since that core function just always existed, you could then go on and play what you wanted because you knew you were always bringing the thing that was needed. You didn't have to sacrifice what you wanted to do.
Fair enough. Yeah. So I don't know.
So are we getting close to our gallery?
We are. We are.
All right. I will. Let's see here. There's a project I'm working on
Is it
to lead
WYP
into the gallery.
Okay.
So with that, do you have your pictures rounded up? All of your images?
do. I will load them up right now. Share. So, for those of you who might be new in the chat, anytime I'm doing a live stream, I try to post it on Facebook and now X. And if you have a miniature that you want to share, I will show it on the stream toward the end of the show. So, for this one actually came over from Twitter, X, whatever.
Real quick, I want to address the comment here. You guys read those Dungeon Crawler Carl books? I'm blanking on it. I don't recognize. Does anyone recognize Dungeon Crawler Carl?
Not Carl. I remember blanking the other guy books I used to read.
Waiting for Jeremy to point out that he's read them all. I don't know. I'll
It's
see
a
in a
dark
minute.
humor literary role-playing game by Matt Dinneman about a man, Carl, and
There
his
you go.
ex-girlfriend's cat. What?
At Fergrew, he loves the Dungeon Crawler
Okay.
Carl book. So,
He knows. He knows. I am unfamiliar.
what? Jeremy's let me down.
Well, if it came out within the last 10 years, Jeremy's like not about it. It's his job to hate it.
There we go. Chronic Toast, on the other hand, has been reading
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
them. Nice.
Well, there you go.
Sorry, didn't mean to derail, but I did want to answer the question there.
Big Al sharing what looks like to me an Infinity miniature or Battletech miniature. I'm honestly not sure. Really high detail. Holy crap.
I like his head.
It says
Yeah.
press.
Reminds me of
Press-
Borderlands.
Press. He's part of the media. It's like, I'm with the press. Well, you would. You'd put the little press tag in your little hat band.
That's
back
true.
in like 1940s movies. That's how they knew that you were a member of the press.
That's true.
You'd have a name like Scoop McLean. Yeah.
I love it. Well, he looks really well
He's
painted.
cool. I like him.
Yeah. Good.
Although, a mini always ever looks half painted in my brain if it has no basing. But
That's right. You got
It
to
is
finish
cool.
the basing. Come back in 2 weeks and
Where's the
show him with your base finished.
where's the base? Where's
I
the
do
base?
mean that, by the way. Just need to have those old ladies.
Yeah.
Where's the base?
Where's the meat?
Is that from Core Space? I honestly have no idea. Astro sets. He did not say. He just said that raising a baby while painting minis is tough. Dexter rolling in, Plunder Den and his amazing stuff. So we've got some fellers here, base minis, and his probably like hand carved out rocks because he's hardcore like that.
I was going to say, it never hurts to have them posed on a really cool piece of terrain.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, he
I
did
like
a good
I
job.
like the little shading or the gradient on that lamp, though. That's cool. That's
did.
next to those guys.
So this is for the upcoming Blood and Plunder expansion.
Ooh, nice.
And they're also hanging out. Oh my goodness, excuse me. He's
You can really
He's
tell
really
most
the
of those
rich
guys
one.
don't want to get any sunburn on their ears. Got their
Well,
wide brim hats everywhere.
there's imagine in these days. What treatment do you have for skin cancer? Wear your hat. Come on.
That's right. The guy in the middle, you can tell he spends more time indoors.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's the wealthy one. And then these fellers, also fancy hats. Some practice shooting. They're dual wielding. This guy is anyway. Good. Love.
So, well, a lot of these, I mean, these guns are from the era where you have to load your powder. right?
Yeah, I would
Put your
think
powder
so.
in, you're wadding the ball, all that.
And
So having
muzzle
multiple
loaders
guns
and
on
stuff.
you at once is probably quite handy. You could shoot somebody with the rifle, and then when his friend gets closer to you, you shoot his friend with the pistol. So you're not sitting there trying to reload while you're getting charged.
I'm always impressed with striped balloon pants. It's it's hard to go wrong.
Mhm.
It's always impressive when you can pull that off.
He means IRL.
Oh. Let's see. So that was that one and this one, and then one more. I think I don't know how many more, but more hats and more dudes.
Yeah.
I feel like they're trying to go fishing with their guns. They're just shooting at the water.
See what
Ah,
Jeremy knows.
Jeremy. He had a
Oh, she's
story for
cool.
this one. Yeah, she is cool.
See?
He mentioned her.
Light armor, pair of swords, probably a roguish character. Like, you can tell just by looking at her probably what her function is. But yeah, I think she's cool.
Yeah.
What's her function? He said, not the Valeria you're thinking of from Conan. But I think, I don't know, she's dual wielding sword. Yeah, she's
I like the little tied up button shirt, she's got just to kind of hold in the heaving bosoms. No, she's cool. I like that. Oh, I like the boots too, the way they're modeled to have them fold down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Very solid.
But yeah, I like the
Nicely done.
paint on this. This is nice.
She looks like she'd be an advanced Hero Quest.
Yes, actually. And also
As
doesn't hurt to have the
intended.
cool like terrain and everything in the shot.
Oh, yeah. I like the background he always puts his minis on. This
That's-
is a paladin.
I was gonna say so in Warcraft, in Turtle WoW anyway, you can actually do transmog, so you can change your armor to look like the armor you want it to look like. And this is very close to what my paladin looks like, where it's the gold trim with a white paint
Yeah.
Oh.
armor. And the shield and everything else too. Is that a scythe?
is it a scythe or an axe? Looks scythe, but
Yeah.
Scythe.
angle could be axe.
Which I have a hammer. I don't have a scythe in one of my character.
There we go. Better picture.
Ah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Definitely a scythe. Or a pickaxe.
I would say it looks like a pickaxe to me.
Or what is it? An
Yeah.
ice axe? Maybe he helps him climb the sides of glaciers.
The medieval ice axe. JP, I don't know why the picture loaded so tiny. So that's weird.
Technology.
Because he's a tiny little guy. Look at him.
He's so little. Pilot
fun
for my
little space
upcoming
helmet.
Space Station Zero game, Captain
nice.
Buck Gordon. Yes.
That's great. Space Station Zero seems like such a fun premise. Like, I give Adam a lot of credit for that. Like, I really like the premise of it.
Yeah, I played it. I did a campaign of it because you can play solo.
Oh, yeah?
During lockdown.
How's the
Might have.
gameplay on that?
Yeah, it's fun. I died a million times on a mission until Adam released an FAQ and said, "Oh, yeah, that doesn't mean that. It means this." I was like, it's 10 times easier now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I do not know. Facebook was just is not letting me save a better resolution picture of that. But Captain Buck Gordon, fellers. More of a
Yeah.
war pick. It's a war pick,
War pick.
apparently, according to Jeremy on the
Huh.
Paladin, by the by.
I'm unfamiliar. I guess
Here's
it's
a
supposed to be
medic,
for armor penetration.
medic for my SSZ crew, Dr. Ivan Mektin. Wow.
Ooh, look at the little dots on his head. The little I keep forgetting what you call those. They're like the Frankenstein bolts, but they're on your forehead.
Oh,
See,
server
Space Marines
studs.
have them. What are those?
Server studs.
Server studs. That's what they
Yeah.
are. Good job, like picking those out and getting them lined. And I like the painted in folds.
I did
That looks
too.
good.
Those look
Yeah.
really interesting. They feel like a comic book kind of styling a little bit. I like it.
Yeah,
Nice
he
work,
looks great.
JP. Matthew rolling up with some Cephalix.
Yeah.
Big old monstrosity. Ooh, fleshy. Look at
Oh
that.
yeah.
Ooh, it's so pale. It looks really good, actually. I love that, like, his body is clearly, like, pallid and discolored and messy.
But then you can
But-
tell where some of the pieces coming out of the skin are like irritating the flesh and they're red.
Yeah,
They're more-
exactly. But then, like, the rest of his stuff is, like, kind of polished. Like these are the parts they care about keeping clean and functional. Yeah, it looks really nice. Also, basing your mini.
Yeah.
Somebody dropped his knife.
Like that little detail.
Yeah.
That's solid. Ruben coming in with some fellers here. Hold on, pull up the stuff he posted here. If I can find it. If Facebook doesn't actively hide it from me because it's evil.
So they are Soviet
Cheerleaders.
cheerleaders. They have their pom poms on the ground.
Yeah.
No, they
I was
have-
gonna say.
So I
There it
assume
is.
it's like, I don't know what this is
Thinking
from. Is this
Conflict
from
47.
Conflict? Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
all from Conflict 47. So K-47 Soviets, probably can't aim for damn, but they definitely show up for all the pep rallies.
That's not true at all. So those are clearly girls.
Oh yeah, they were the
And-
scary ones. That's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I retract my statement.
The what was it? The deadliest sniper in World War II was like a Finnish guy.
Yeah,
And then like the next 20 were all Soviet women who had just been given rifles and were just doing the best with it and being like some pretty
or
scary
like
snipers.
half-functioning airplanes, out-of-date airplanes. Yeah, no.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
the Night Witches. Ooh, those are cool.
Yeah, so
Is that also for Conflict 47? Those are tank turrets, it looks like. Or maybe ground mounted turrets.
It doesn't say specifically, so I'm assuming it's all for Conflict 47.
Yeah,
Barring
Top of a tank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
looks cool. Like the
That's
coils
cool.
around it.
He's great.
Yeah.
Turtle shooting flames. Yes.
Fire breathing tortoise.
Fire.
So I like the little pink almost they look like coral, you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
like an alien planetscape or something.
For real.
It has that 50s sci-fi look to it.
I know. It's awesome.
Which I think this is what this leans into, right? This is all just diesel punk.
I think so. They sort of replaced dust in that regard. And then what, like a little artillery piece?
Oh yeah, there you go. In the chat, turrets
Yeah.
for T-34s.
Like-
There you go.
Like the tires on it are starting to look a little closer to the Korean War than the World War II.
Oh, okay. Nice. It's really solid. And then these boys. Oh, look at these
Oh.
fun costumes. These fun uniforms that they have on. That feels very, very
Yeah, I
Russian
like those.
styling. Yeah,
It's funny-
that sounds great.
See the shape of the head that goes into the
Mhm.
chest that way? That looks a lot like the Russian Jaeger in
Oh, in
No,
Pacific
Pacific
Rim.
Rim.
Pacific
yeah.
Rim. Yeah, no, that's right.
It's like had a similar head and into the shoulders style.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Pretty heavily bringing them this year. It's Thomas working on his next diorama. So we are
Yep.
getting a little sneak peek of the basing for it for
That's
Adepticon.
cool.
So multi-tiered. We know it'll have 7 models. And then Todd rolling in with the little bat guy.
Nice. So that's another thing that I've seen. I think Infinity does a lot.
yeah.
That's kind of interesting. Are the clear bases, where it holds you up and it designates your footprint, but it since it's clear, you just kind of, it's whatever's underneath you, right? As demonstrated by the top of this this little jar lid.
Yeah.
that works.
I don't know. I think it seems to work for things like if it's on a dungeon tile and stuff, you don't want to disrupt necessarily that look. So
I think it could work for even like 40K games and stuff like that, probably.
Yeah,
And I
like
mean,
they
with
had-
War Machine, since you don't have to have facing anymore, you could probably just have
That's
round
true.
acrylic bases for
Huh.
honestly any of them, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, they work on the table wall mats as well.
You just have to have a really good adhesive that glues them to the base,
Yeah.
but that doesn't also CA glue will cloud up
Do
the
the
surface.
clouding. Yeah.
So you'd have to do it. I assume you have to just glue them down with like an epoxy or something like that.
So Todd
Resin.
says this is a vampire man bat for Rumble Slam. His paint
Ah.
scheme is inspired by the woolly painted bat. Not very vampire, but I thought it was more interesting than just very brown. So there you go.
Yeah. like the yellow
And-
tones in them and the purple shirt.
That's it. That's our minis for tonight. So thank you to everybody who shared
Yeah.
it.
Very good.
Appreciate you. And at this point, I think we should probably wind down. It's 8 o'clock here, so we're gonna head out and check the let's check the final progress on where Flo's at with
Mhm.
your mini there, Flo. He's
Oh,
looking
that's right.
cool.
Monster Apocalypse had all clear bases too. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Void Dragon.
Yes.
Hey, Voidy.
Yeah, your camera's looking kind of rough this week. Not
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, it
Yeah.
looks fine on my end, so I don't know what's going on.
Well,
Oh.
we'll still see it. It's fine.
I wonder if the internet's doing
Yeah.
it weird.
I don't know, because
cool.
I'm like plugged into the Ethernet cable and everything, so.
I don't know. That's
I wonder if
annoying.
it's a StreamYard connection.
Maybe.
Want to ask if I can borrow your app? You know I am. You know I am. Try to keep my eye out. Okay, I will let you know, Patty. All right, well, then we will be back here in 2 weeks. When is that? 2 weeks from today.
That is next month. That's
That'll be
like
the
the
4th.
3rd, 4th.
4th of
Yep,
February.
4th of Feb. Well, 5th for
Okay.
me.
Well, there you go. So
Oh,
thank you
yeah,
to
there-
everybody for joining me on my stream tonight. I hope you have a wonderful, happy hobbying week. Stay sane out there. Keep on with your projects. Ignore the internet. And we'll see you guys next time.
Night.
Barry, cover me. All right, guys, this is it. Copy that. No more sandwiches, Barry. What's wrong with this place? I'm in the west corridor. I'm right outside the generator room. I'm out of bullets. Oh, Barry. Success.